Sigmund! Sigmund! Where are you racing to?
The most charming woman in Vienna has invited me for dinner.
Her more charming husband is on his way home this very minute. Jump in, Ziggy. I diagnosed liver cancer today.
I'll never get used to my patients dying.
Well, get used to it, young Dr. Freud.
The children are eating. Say hello to them.
My little chickens.
See what I mean, Ziggy? He hardly talks to me.
Oh, by the way, I've taken on a new patient. I haven't met him yet. Suicidal tendencies. As always, it starts with a woman.
But Joseph, love sickness is not a medical condition.
The story gets even better. Because the woman feels guilty, she wants me to sneak in a cure for his psychological distress, while at the same time I address his physical ailments.
Surely you're not going to attempt this.
I have already agreed.
Why?
I don't even know myself. Perhaps I need a challenge like this. You cannot say no to this woman. She could persuade a horse to lay eggs. There was a time in our lives when we were so close that nothing seemed to obstruct our friendship, when only a footbridge separated us. I asked you, do you want to cross the footbridge to me? But you did not want to. What do you make of it, Ziggy?
I'm not sure. Let's reason it out. The first man can no longer cross because he feels he is submitting his power to the other person.
Yes, you're right. He interprets any expression of positive sentiment as a bid for power. It makes it almost impossible to get close to him. It's all here.
I see it.
And reveal his identity?
And why not? Perhaps if you lend this book to Ziggy, you won't hide in your study all night reading it.
Matilda, stop.
What am I to do when I watch you withdraw more and more from me and the children? First that woman, now this Nitsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche?
To this day, I regret listening to you. The transfer of Bertha to another doctor remains one of the great shames of my life. You know, part of me holds some strange hope that by helping this bizarre creature overcome his own suffering, I might defeat my own.
Defeat your suffering? You're the envy of every doctor in Vienna.
One feels things at 40 that one cannot possibly know at 25. I must stop him from leaving. There must be a way.
Perhaps if you had fully disclosed yourself to Nitsche, you might have engaged him. Once you gain his trust, he might open up like a steamed clam.
I think I know a way, Ziggy. I will persuade him that he is the only one who can help me.
And then what?
Then I will reverse the roles. He will once again be the patient, and I will be the physician.
And what happens when Nietzsche turns to you to cure his despair?
Ziggy, I'm convinced there's something healing in unburdening. Look at the Catholics. Their priests have been offering confessions for centuries. Nietzsche is a solitary man. Yet a few nights ago, he opened up to me. A real plea for help.
Help me.
What you saw in his unconscious desires. Those that, if they were liberated, could scream for help in daylight.
The goal of my talking cure is to liberate those buried desires, to allow the patient to ask for help openly.
But is liberation the right term? Isn't it integration that we are after?
Integration of the unconscious with the conscious. Yes. Yes, Sigmund.
He asked you to lie on the couch. Why?
He said it was the best way for recalling memories.
Interesting.
He is honoring his contract, but offers no support. My confessions have failed to produce even the slightest admission of his own obsession.
Is your frustration rooted in your competition with him?
Not at all. I'm a physician, see. I do not meet with my patient for my pleasure.
With Joseph, I've read his books. He has more penetrating knowledge of mankind than any other person. I think he may be perhaps the greatest psychologist who has ever lived. You can... Perhaps you are not capable of being hypnotized.
Perhaps. I didn't tell you she left some of Nietzsche's letters with me.
And?
He berates me for feeding at the trough of lust. And all the while, he himself, just like me, is rummaging through the trash of his own mind.
If you think he should be answerable for his falsifications, may I remind you of your own, of the deceptive premise of your arrangement with him.
Of the two patients in this relationship, I have become the more urgent case.
One. You're wide awake now.
Where am I? Where am I?
Everything's all right, Joseph.
Ziggy, what's happening to me?
You are in your house. It will all come back to you. I did exactly as you instructed. Hypnotized you, using your watch as a pendulum. Here it is, Joseph, on your desk.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I remember. How long was I under?
Nearly an hour. You wept. You looked frightened. I asked you if you wanted to stop.
Now I know what it would be like to live differently.
Max and Rachel have arrived for dinner.
Matilda, you complain you don't see enough of me. Yet when I'm here, you want to desert me? I've been away, my dear. But now I am back.
I'm glad you're here. Dr. Freud, my husband, needs a doctor.
Your health, my boy. And to you, Max. Very well.
Joseph.
Ah, my